Hello and welcome to Rapid E right here on Rapid TV. My name is Estelle Mello, and for the next 30 minutes, we take a deep dive into the world of entertainment. Now, from music to film to television, Taylor Swift finally dropped the album Touch It Quets Department. We'll talk about it, and then back into Nollywood. Zach Orji as well as Funke Akindele, they were trending on X within the week. I'll tell you why. And of course, take some of your reactions. We'll dive into the world of music, looking at latest songs, latest music videos that you can watch, and on Check It Out movies, streaming, showing in the cinema, streaming on Netflix that you can watch over the weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got a great show for you people. Let's get started. We start off with Taylor Swift dropping the album Touch It Quets Department. Now, this is her 11th studio album, and she gave insight as to why it is called Touch It Quets Department. And by the way, for people that use Amazon Music, there's this particular feature that you can even declare yourself a member of the Touch It Quets Department. Now, she started with the track Fortnite featuring Post Malone, and she gave insight as to, the lyrics of the album, the lyrics of the different tracks in that particular album. Taylor Swift says Fortnite is a song that exhibits a lot of common themes that run throughout the album, and she explains one of which is fatalism, longing, pining away lost dreams. Now, it's a very fatalistic album in that there is a lot of dramatic lines about life. Boy only breaks his favorite toy. Now, this song has been produced by longtime collaborator Jack Antonoff. Now, Taylor Swift explains, as the title suggests, the song is about being somebody's favorite toy until they break you and then don't want to play with you anymore. Which is how a lot of us are in relationships, where we're so valued by a person in the beginning, and then all of a sudden you break us or they devalue us in their mind. I mean, this is phenomenal. And to think that she would even, think of all of this, I'm just going to say this. Take your time to listen to Taylor Swift's track, Fortnite. I love you, you ruined me. It's out of this world. But anyway, congratulations to her for releasing all of those amazing tracks. We love it. Thank you. Also, what's her today? Now, Zach Orji was trending on X. Apparently, he had an interview on a sister station, Channels Television, where he, gave us insights to what he's been through. Now, if you followed Zach Orji for a while, you would know that he's been, off radar. Apparently, beginning of this year, January 1, he had a surgery. And so far, he's had 2 brain surgeries. He slumped at home, and he was in the house for 5.5 hours until, people came to his aid. They came around to help him out. And he's had 2 brain surgeries. And after that, he traveled to London for checkups, and recently also there was this rumor that he's dead, but I can confirm that he's very much alive, hale and hearty. So all of those, I don't know how to describe them. Social media just have a way of giving you access to do a lot of things. But Zach Orji says he's hale and hearty and he's doing well. Imagine walking through or going through 2 brain surgeries. Right? And we're glad to have him back. But then let's switch over to Funke Akindele. Funke Akindele was also trending on X. And why was she trending? Apparently, Toyin Abraham made a post on Instagram. Now, this got people talking. She made a post on Instagram, not just about Funke Akindele, but also about Mercy Ayibe. Now, if you follow them over time, you know that these ladies have done phenomenally well in the movie industry. Now, during the youth out, Toyin Abraham dropped the film Malaika. Funke Akindele dropped the film A Tribe Called Judah, which is currently showing on Prime Video. I mean, hitting over 1 billion naira. Real Mesaibe dropped the film Ada Omo Daddy. If you follow them over time, you know that they've been doing amazingly well. So there seems to be this rivalry. But guess what? Toyin Abraham took to social media to, commend them and then talk about the fact that hearsay, he said, she says, tears down the industry, and so they need to stop. I'm going to allow you to take a look at what she said. Now, I quote, "Today, I want to celebrate two people in Nollywood. Events and time past tried to make us competitors, and we all know how fierce competition can be in the industry. The competition often leads to people in the industry taking sides, thereby creating an ecosystem of competitors and tear him or tear her down syndrome. Please, it is time to celebrate ourselves more rather than compete with ourselves. We need to create an ecosystem of more successful people so we can all have more capability to create more successful people." And she tagged Mesaibe saying, "I celebrate the woman that you are becoming. You came to box office in December as a first-timer and you proved your mental. You gave it your all. You have contributed to the story of strong woman in Nollywood." I mean, it goes on and on and on, right? But it wasn't just for Messi, like I said. She also made a post for Funke Akindele where she talked about the fact that they've had this rivalry way back when they were producing just Yoruba films and then diverting into the English film. Now, I'm just going to say this. Kudos, well done, Toyin Abraham, for doing this. I am a firm believer that the sky is really, really large for everybody to explore and do amazingly well. Now, but most importantly is the fact that these ladies are doing amazingly well in Nollywood industry and telling the African story the way they do, the original African story. Kudos. But real quick, let's take some of the reactions on X and also on Instagram. Now, real quick, the Runke says, "The only person that ran staying on your own in the industry and building without associating with everyone is Kunle Afolayan. Putting Funke's name with Toyin is disrespectful." What do you even mean, Runke? Everything Mayowa says, "Auntie Funke is not competing with anyone, please. The other person is just competing in her head." Now, Channelers Gold says, "Even the write-up na shade and competition, and more of you can't beat them, join them. One-sided competition. She wants Funke to help her repost her next movie. That's why she's offering one post for her in December too. But Funke is doing well on her own. Thank you." Now, that Victoria says, "This life, be successful. People only make peace with successful people." You guys, like, what's up? Like, really, literally, what's up? You see someone make a post trying to celebrate her colleague, and this is all you guys have to say? You can do better. Come on, people. Anyway, that's it on What's Hot. Now we switch over to What's Not. On What's Not today, Nicki Minaj had a performance. Now, while she was on stage, a fan tossed an unidentified object at her. And it wasn't funny. She wasn't having it at all. Imagine performing on stage and then have someone throw something at you. She picked back the object and she threw it back in that same direction. Now, this has led to a lot of conversation online. Some persons saying, give it to them hot. And some persons are saying, no, it's possible there's a large crowd there. Throwing something back into an innocent crowd, could be detrimental. But let's take some of the reactions on Instagram as a result of this issue. Alison here, 76 says, "If she threw it at me by mistake, I'll be making some bank. I don't care what happened. You don't get to throw something with that aggression to innocent crowd." Now, Love 2081 says, "Understand that there's probably a lot of innocent people around that one person. You're not risking hitting a bystander. People can't just watch a show." I can say this on air. Always have to try to gain the attention of the artist rather than just enjoy the show. Now, Alana Kale Belton says, "This is crazy. I don't know why people pay money to see them and try to hurt them." And I'm going to say the same thing, like, why do people do this? You pay money, you go for a concert, and just enjoy the show. Enjoy the freaking show and not toss things at a test. They're human beings too. But anyway, it was funny. All of the energy Nicki Minaj used. But anyway, that's it on What's Not. It is now music, it's now time for the chat. And on the chat this week, we take a look at recently released songs, recently released music videos. If you haven't checked them out, don't worry, I've got you covered anytime, any day. Now, number one on the list is Nasboy. Now, Nasboy recently dropped the song Small Money. If you followed Nasboy over time, he's a content creator, an actor, and most recently, an artist who he's doing amazingly well in the music industry. He dropped his first song, Umbrella. But anyway, now it is Small Money, and I'll allow you just listen to this one by Nasboy.
When I get small money,
Now let's talk about music video. It is the official video of Evidence by Wanda Basin and the one and only Bella Shmurda. It is the much anticipated music video. I'm just going to allow you to watch this one by Wanda Basin and had this some sort of connection and collaboration, over time. And most recently, Rugo dropped a song featuring Benson Cole. I'm going to allow you as usual. Listen, remember we're going to personal. Take a listen to this one by Ruger and Benson. So on the chat this week is another one by Joeboy featuring King Madi. Now last week we talked about Joeboy releasing 2 songs, Concerning and Adenuga, and we played Concerning for you last week. Now this week it is time for Adenuga, and this one is featuring King. On the chat is CK and Olamide Wahala. When you hear Wahala, you know there's a real problem. But take a look at this one. It's a recently released song by CK and Olamide. If you just tuned in, it is still Rapid Eve right here on Rapid TV. Now, a quick recap of the chats this week. New songs, Nasboy, Small Money. Another one is Wanda Basin on Adenuga featuring King Madi. And finally, CK featuring Olamide Wahala. I love all of the collaborations. It's now time for Check It Out, people. On Check It Out, we'll take a sneak peek into the world of film and television, looking at recently released movies that you can check out, perhaps in the cinema and on Netflix, right? First of all, in the
Darling, can't release it.
What is this? For real quick, it's basically about a young American woman who is sent to Rome to begin a life of service to the church. She encounters a darkness that causes her to question her own faith and uncovers a terrifying conspiracy that hopes to bring about the birth of evil incarnate. It's a movie that you might just want to, check out in the cinema.
God has great plans for you. This child is his way.
There's this girl at the orphanage. I think that she really needs someone to look out for her.
Carlita suffers from a touch of madness.
You must be very careful, Margaret. Bad things will start to happen around her. Evil things.
It's all for you. No, don't.
What does any of this have to do with Carlita?
This church has maintained power for thousands of years. stop at nothing to keep it that way. How do you control people?
But let's switch it up to movies streaming on Netflix. I mean, new movies that you can check out on Netflix. Now, number one is Strange. Strange is a Nigerian film. It's basically about a Bere's world that is turned upside down when her estranged mother volunteers to help her with her newborn. And we're in between wondering if they're really going to fix things up, have that cordial relationship. But anyway, take a look at the trailer.
Where is my daughter? I want to see her. I want to hug her. Where is she?
Ebere, you know your mother is here, right?
So? She is driving me nuts. Get a nanny, I've told you this before.
I don't want a stranger touching my child.
It's funny how you hate her and blame her and forget the real monster here.
I don't want her here, I want her to go. You're hiding your breast in your own house. What exactly are you actually good for? Also, Ogini, what is it?
Another one that is currently streaming on Netflix is Real Estate Sisters. It's a South African comedy film. Right? Sibling agents seem poised to achieve their dream of selling properties, but a shocking discovery at a lavish home threatens those aspirations. Now take a look at the trailer.
I've got something for you. My house keys. I'm asking you to sell my house.
He asked me to sell his house. Throw in $8 million. We need to list this property on the internet. Next step, we need to scout the area, meaning we go to open houses and we see what the white people are doing and we do better.
Welcome. Hi. Thank you.
I've never had a white person smell at me so hard.
Oh no, I bet that was scary.
I cannot be one for a living.
I'm
a baby.
We are ready for action. Champagne? Check. Yes. Chicken wings? Check.
This is Waterkloof Ridge, the Sandton of Pretoria. It's very, spinny.
I found a dead man, a dead body in the cellar of the fridge of the house that we are selling.
Stay where you are. Don't move. We've got a search warrant for this property. Let's go.
And finally, this week on Check It Out is Deliver Me. Deliver Me is currently streaming on Netflix. Quick recap, if you just tuned in, a quick recap of movies that you can check out in the cinema or movies that you can watch on Netflix. And number one is Blacksmith. Blacksmith is currently showing in the cinema. You might just want to check that out. Another one that you might want to check out in the cinema is The First Omen. The First Omen is also showing in the cinema. And then let's bring it back to Netflix. You can just sit at home and enjoy your movie. Strange is currently showing on Netflix. Another one you might want to check out is The Real Estate Sisters. And then finally, Deliver Me. Deliver Me is another one you might want to check out on Netflix. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an amazing time. I'm going to say this, stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble and be good. My name is Estelle Mello, and until I come your way again, peace.